Just because I'm on maternity leave doesn't mean my bills are not on maternity leave. Okay. Hi you guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Yay! Everyone, my name is Jolie and this is my first YouTube video. I'm very excited. So this channel, I plan to be as real and authentic as I can be, because let me tell you, you would never like to know how long it took me to actually press record and turn on the camera. It is so much harder than it looks, and it's even more complicated with a newborn, a toddler, an infant, and a child of any stage. Because I got this camera as a Christmas present, and it is now January 31st. This is baby K. He is 4 months old. I'll show you him after he's done eating. Agenda for today though. I have to go to the post office and drop off a check to my job, which I will explain a little bit later. I also have to go to the supermarket, buy some cereal because I don't have any. I'll probably go outside for a little bit and get something to eat. And then I'm gonna come back home and wash some of his clothes. And the rest of the day, really, it's just gonna be relaxing. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so we are on our way outside. This is baby. He's all snuggled up. And I just find it a lot easier if I'm running errands locally, like getting groceries or doing whatever in the neighborhood. It's just a lot easier to carry him. Apartment is very small, and the stroller doesn't fit in the elevator. So I have to carry all the pieces down in the lobby, assemble it, go to where I need to go, and then come back in the building, break it down, bring it all back up. It's just a lot easier to carry him on me, so.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is everything. In and out, in and out, in and out, arguing.
Hey guys, so I just came back home. I'm really hungry because it's somewhere around 5 p.m. I haven't eaten since I fed him and got us ready to go outside. So I'm just gonna eat some pizza, watch the rest of Teen Wolf movie. I'm gonna put him down for a nap, and I'll see you guys later. Yeah, by the title of this video, I'm gonna get into how I might be getting fired, maybe not. So let's talk about it. It's around mid to late January, and I had been looking for daycare for him since early December. I'm a huge procrastinator. I'm a Libra. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I feel like it does, so don't try and come for me in the comments. So I was looking at daycares for him since early December, right? Because I'm like, I'm applying through the child care voucher. It's a government system. Everybody's having babies, especially holiday, winter babies, fall babies. Everybody's having babies. So I'm like, you know what? Let me plan ahead of time because obviously I'm not the only one in New York that's applying for childcare. So, I start looking early December, and I start calling people, and I'm like, hey, blah, 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 my baby, how old he is, and how old I want him to start, mid to late January. They tell me on the phone, they're like, oh, that's really early. I was either getting daycare saying it was too early to tell if they'll have space for him in a month and a half, or I had daycares that were telling me they're too full, or I had daycares that were like, okay, we'll hold his spot for him, but you have to pay an additional hundreds of dollars. And I'm just looking at them like, I don't know where you think I'm getting this money from. I'm applying for childcare, for a voucher to help pay. I don't know why y'all think I have an extra $4 to $5, even $600 just to hold his spot for a month. So basically I had to get pushed back. So I stopped looking in early December. Then I started my search again around Christmas break. I said, okay, it's late December. I'm trying to look for childcare for him within the next, 3 weeks. That should be fine. I call back again. And then boom, I found a childcare site. It was a home daycare because all the other facilities are around $3,000 a month. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. I call back late December. I find one in Harlem, in the Harlem area good job, baby. I find one in the Harlem area. That I really like. And she's like, okay, I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait for him to start. I'll see you in late January. I'm like, all right, cool. Boom. So as soon as she says, he's accepted, I'm accepted, I just have to pay a small deposit fee. I was like, all right, girl, I got you. I send in the paperwork, right? So then fast forward, mid to late January starts creeping up. And I'm like, okay, it's about a week before my start date. I haven't heard anything back from them. They've had about 2.5 weeks now at this point to process me, look at all my paperwork, look at all my documents, whatever. So I decide, I'm like, you know what, let me give them a call. I'm like, hey, my name is Jolie. This is my child's information. I sent in these documents about 2.5. No, honey. You can't eat your hands. I sent in this document about 2.5, almost 3 weeks ago. Has there been any progress? And the lady on the phone is like, oh, honey, I know nobody told you this when applying for childcare vouchers, but a lot of people are having babies. And there are a lot of people that live in New York State. So this process at least takes 30 days. I look at her like, you mean like 30 days in total? Like that's the maximum? She's like, no, honey, that's the minimum. And I'm just like, y'all, this process has been so frustrating because it's just like, I look for childcare for him early December. If I had sent in the paperwork early December, by late January, that would have been a solid 2 months. I would have heard a decision by now. But the way that these daycare systems set up is it's too early in early December to tell if you'll keep a spot for him. But when I circle back around to you late December and I submit the paperwork late December, early January, now all of a sudden y'all need at least a month to So I panic, obviously. I call my job and I'm just like, hey, I have some unfortunate news, I still want to come back. But I called them and they said that childcare is going to take at least 30 days to even look at all my documents, and then they have to send me a letter whether they're approving me or not. So obviously they don't like this. I mean, thank God I have a supervisor who's very understanding, because really upper management that's just like, well, you've been out for 12 weeks. Now you need another month? Like, you know, what is this? And the way that they were talking about it, it was kind of like, oh, you know, we'll give you this month, but after that month, you know, it's not looking good for you. Or, you know, they used very, they used a lot of language that, they used a lot of vague language that was basically like, oh, you know, anything could happen sort of thing. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. I start freaking out now even more, because I'm just like, I definitely don't want to lose my job. Not the way that this, you know, this job market is looking. So, I tell them, I'm like, please, you know, give me another month. Everything should work out. Hopefully, you know, it's really just, I'm waiting for childcare. Like, I call back the daycare lady and I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, I know. She's like, I'm like, I know you were planning for us to start January, you know, late January, but I haven't received anything yet from the childcare voucher place, and I just called them. They said that they're processing my paperwork, but it could take at least 30 more days. She was like, oh, okay, well, I have to tell you that, you know, I was holding his spot this whole time when you called me in late December. I was holding his spot this whole time from late December to late January. But if you're telling me you need another month, I need an extra couple $100 from you just to hold his spot. And I'm just like, I don't understand what these people don't understand by maternity. I am on maternity leave. Like, just because I'm on maternity leave doesn't mean my bills are not on maternity leave. Okay. In case you were wondering, I do have a significant other, and we've been together for the past 8 years. Since I'm not working right now, his income is being used for our bills and expenses. But if I was working, then I would have been able to pay the money and hold his spot. Okay, like, lady, I do not have extra hundreds of dollars to give you just to hold my son's spot for. I feel like I told her over the phone, I was like, you know what? I respect your policies and everything, but to be honest, this just kind of seems like you just trying to get extra money out of me. So at this point, you could keep your spot, you know, keep it open. See if you're going to get anybody who can start right now, who, you know what I'm saying, got the money. Don't hold your spot for me. And how about I give you a call back when I hear that I've been approved? Because no ma'am, you know, I respect you. I respect your business. I respect your policies. But no ma'am. She's like, okay, fine, no problem. So now I'm back at square one in a predicament where my job is most likely at jeopardy. And now I have no child care for him because I'm waiting for the state to approve me.
2 days later.
Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. It's a very cold day in New York today. I think it's about like 7 degrees outside, but I'm up and early. I have errands and chores to do. So I have to do the laundry. I have to go spend some mommy time. Hopefully I can get a wax done. And then I have to come back and cook some food. Good news is that I finally received my childcare voucher in the mail. So some weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. They said that I have to wait for the actual voucher to come in for 10 days. So this letter that they sent me was just to let me know that I've been approved. So your girl is going back to work. when I came back home with the laundry, I was honestly too tired to fold it. So I decided to have some mommy and son time. I gave him a bottle, I changed his clothes, and we sat on the couch. And this is our second time watching Wakanda Forever. Honestly, you guys, it's a really great movie, and I encourage you all to see it. So this is the end of my vlog. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.